No, no, that.
You're welcome. We'll be checking
Some learned friends of ours that
Amen. The public secretary of the PDP.
So we are back on your favorite channel, the Crystal Beam Podcast. And we still have Chief Ohanaeze Jackson of Rivers State, who happens to be, well, a factional president of Ohanaeze and also a civil society advocate. So I'm going to be taking you on something that is very important, Chief. I'm going to be talking about the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the independent people of Biafra, you know. And then also recently, just a few days ago, we also heard that the Finnish government has also jailed Simon Ekpa, the man who instituted the sit-at-home agenda and then also frustrated the economic activities in the Southeast. I want to ask you, what are the significant, I mean, the impact of this incarceration? Why is it that we have not really seen pressure, from Ohanaeze, asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be given some kind of political respite? And then also the Simon Ekpa, we have not also heard from Ohanaeze on his incarceration, his prison terms. He's been in detention for some time, and the court sat and also found him guilty of terrorism and inciting public violence and all that. So I want to know the position of Ohanaeze on these two issues.
Well, for me, as the President General of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo, for the first 1 week after my election, I issued a statement that went wide the whole world. And I said, I am prepared to submit my freedom for Nnamdi Kanu to be released so that we have peace in Southeast, in Igbo land.
No, Chief, you're talking about yourself. Hold on. You're talking about you as an individual. We are here talking about the people of Igbo land.
I am speaking as the President General of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo. I said, when I was elected, the first week I was elected, I issued that statement. As the President General of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo, I am prepared to submit my liberty on his behalf. And I meant every bit of it because I knew what is going on in Igbo land. I knew the impact of his incarceration has caused in Igbo land. And I knew that we have looked at the extent loss, both locally and internationally. His detention has accumulated into being a political prisoner, and which is wrong. If we are running democracy, I mean, first court of instance has set him free, second court of instance has set him free, while flagrantly disobeying court orders. So if him becomes a threat, they should take Ohanaeze Jackson, the President General of Ohanaeze Ndi Igbo, and allow him be, so that he will have some peace and economic activity going on in Igbo land. Not because he is, because
the law does not provide. The law does not make any such provisions for you to swap. Yes, you are under trial.
Yes, I understand vividly, but we are talking about political solution. You understand? Because the presidency too still has the power, even while the matter is in court, to grant him pardon, and then he walks home. You understand? He has that power.
Nnamdi Kanu says he doesn't want pardon because he has not committed any criminal offense. He said
yes, in all sincerity, without sounding immodest, he has not committed any offense. That is why the trial has lingered, because there's nowhere in law they can effectively hold hand and prosecute him. I am saying it loud and clear. You understand? Even his capture and repatriation have been declared illegal and unlawful, even from the country where he emanated from. Technically, legally, otherwise, a citizen right must be protected in all ramifications. If we are in a democratic country and the court had issued an order, say release so-so citizen, that he had not committed any offense. I don't think the juries who presided over that matter were ignorant of the law. So I'm looking at it from that angle, and then looking at it from the political solution. If you are not sure of him being lawful after the release, let me take him on guarantee. Let me stay there.
People have done that.
6 months.
People have done that in the past, and you saw the way it ended. Well, Chief, let me quickly, because of time, let me quickly go to this. We're talking about Simon Ekpa here. I'm sure you have heard, you've gotten the details of his jail term and then the legal matter. He was accused and found guilty of inciting public violence and terrorism. Don't forget that Nnamdi Kanu is also on the throes of similar allegations of terrorism and incitement. Now, if the Finnish government has found Simon Ekpa guilty and jailed him for 6 years, what does that portend for Nnamdi Kanu, who is also facing similar allegations, similar issues in his own country, Nigeria?
You see, there are a clear distinction between Samuel Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
Nigerian government mistook the activities of Samuel Ekpa to be the activities of Nnamdi Kanu. That is not correct. In my venture position, Samuel Ekpa has nothing to offer. Samuel Ekpa activities, for me, is against the interests of Ndi Igbo. There is, apart from Finland government trying him, we here in Nigeria, most Igbos know that Samuel Ekpa was just a careless meddlesome interloper into IPOB affairs and contributed in giving IPOB wrong impression on the public. Igbos don't kill themselves.
You are in support of whatever he is facing in Finland right now.
He is on his own. As long as Ndi Igbo is concerned, Samuel Ekpa is on his own.
Wow.
That's the truth.
Okay. And then do you think that this is the end of sit at home in the Southeast?
The sit at home was completely unnecessary. For somebody to stay in Finland and begin to instigate idle use, to enforce nonsense, how can a hungry person sit at home? The Igbos are hungry. The economy of Igbo land is almost grounded. So how can you sit at home? And you're sitting at home on a vital day of the week, Monday. After spending weekend, Monday you're supposed to activate your business and start going where you're going to look for a way to feed yourself. And somebody, one news that somewhere in Finland and stay there and give an order that everybody should sit at home. I don't blame him. I only blame the government, the governors of the Southeast, whom I believe sincerely have not done their best to provide employment, to provide well economic activity going on in the various states that will connect into the Southeast economic activity.
Wow.
To provide security and then give the people some sense of belonging.
I think that's another issue that we will probably look at when we meet in our next episode. For now, I just want to say thank you for being here in the studio with us, and then we hope to also take you on some other topics in our next episode. Please, thank you so much. God bless you.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine. Thank you.